Today we are back at the piano store in Rockland, California, and this time we've been brought here by two legendary concert grand pianos. When you talk about concert grand pianos, you would likely come up with about a half a dozen pianos that most people will place at the top of the list. Ben has two of them sitting right next to each other. I thought it would be interesting to talk about these pianos and talk about what makes them alike and different. The first piano is a Hamburg Steinway D made in 1982 and originally shipped to London. Later history is not clear, but it was most recently owned by a musician and composer. You might be wondering what the differences are between a New York Steinway and a Hamburg Steinway. There's a few differences. One of them is the rounded edge of the fall board, the rounded corners here, and the inside of the piano has a wooden interior, while the New York Steinway just has a black finished interior. Another difference is the action of the piano. The Hamburg, of course, is made in Germany, and the New York is made in New York in the USA, and the Hamburg Steinway uses a Venner action of these pianos, is that the actions from the New York Steinways from the 60s to the early 80s used Teflon, which people did not like because they clicked and broke. The Hamburg Steinways, however, never used Teflon in their action, so that's an important thing to know. Let's see how it sounds. Baldwin is a legendary 9-foot SD-10 from the mid-70s when Baldwin was making some of the best concert grand pianos in the world. The Baldwin SD-10, along with their 7-foot SF-10, which I have, both used Venner actions and sounded beautiful and were true workhorses of the piano world. The piano was purchased by famed jazz pianist Dave Brubeck. It was not uncommon for jazz pianists and many others to prefer the Baldwin. On the Baldwin piano, Ben has had the bass strings replaced and the hammers replaced, so this piano sounds exceptionally wonderful. Let's play a song that uses the bass side of the piano, the Rachmaninoff Prelude in G minor. Now I shall play a piece that I have been working on. I'm composing this little piece on the piano. It uses the bass side of the piano for the intro, and I wrote this piece after falling out of a tree and spraining my hand, which is why I have a brace down here on the floor. But let's play it. Between these two pianos. They're the same length, they're the same, the action feels the same. The Steinway piano has a brighter tone and it projects better, so it would most likely fit well with an orchestra, because pianos that go with an orchestra usually are rather bright. The Baldwin, on the other hand, is mellower and more warm, and it also has pretty good bass. So that's a kind of jazzy piano, and it has the sound and tone that jazz pianists like, and that would probably, you know, be good for us.
This is one of the delivery trucks that came to Ben's piano store today. The other one was about as big. Ben's selling lots of pianos